What's your name, sir, Mr. Mara?
Andrew Morrow.
And sir, what is your name?
Fabio Leo, L-E-A-L.
I'm sorry, can you spell the last name again?
Nave, Ela, Apondelo.
Okay, slow down.
L,
Wait a minute, wait. Did you say your first name was Fabio? F-A-V-I-O?
E as in boy.
Fabio, I'm sorry. And then the last name?
L, E,
Okay,
A,
A-L.
L.
Leo. Okay, what is your position with FHL Homes?
I have a DBA.
Okay, so, but you have knowledge of the facts and circumstances of this case, right?
Yes.
Did you guys have a contract?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Do you have it with you?
Photocopy of it.
Good enough. Before we go on, I'll tell you too, you have the right to have the case removed. You do not have to proceed in the small claims division if you don't want. If you proceed here, you're giving up certain rights. You're giving up the right to hire a lawyer. You're giving up the right to appeal my decision if you don't like it. And you're giving up the right to demand a trial by jury. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
I understand.
Do you understand that, Mr. Leal?
Yes, sir.
And you understand that, Mr. Mara?
Yes, Your Honor.
And to the extent that you might be entitled to it, you're giving up the right to seek in excess of $7,000. Do you understand that, Mr. Mara?
Understand.
Do you wish to give up those rights and proceed here, or do you wish to have the case removed, Mr. Mara?
To waive those rights and proceed with small claims.
Do you wish to give up those rights and proceed here, Mr. Leal, or do you wish to have the case removed to the General Civil Division?
We'd like to continue here.
You waive those rights?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any witnesses, either one of you?
No.
Raise your right hands. Solemnly swear affirmative, penalties of perjury, that the testimony you give in these proceedings will be the whole truth, self you got. Mr. Murrah?
I do.
Mr. Leal? You have a contract?
Yes, Your Honor.
What did you hire FHL Homes to do?
Hired them to do cement work on my private residence,
Where at?
18335 Emmett Road in Brownstown, Michigan.
Yeah, I understand, but what, the driveway or what?
Driveway is slab.
Driveway and slab, okay. And did they do that?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what happened?
So the plan was on the slab portion that a structure was going to be placed on top. So when I went forward
Where was the slab going to be?
at the end of the driveway, it's
Do you have a picture of it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Let me
Not of the actual cement work, but of the structure. And so I had the
Well, then hand it up if you would, please.
We're gonna give you some documents to.
Okay. Let me see your contract too. Oh, jeez. I haven't had it on the whole time.
No, it was not. It's been a while.
All right. Okay, I hope you have another copy of this for yourself.
He's gotta go. Where the phone was trying, he's gotta go out of the building.
Do you?
I do not, I apologize. I gave a copy to the court when I assumed the paperwork.
Let me see something. Maybe it's in the back here. Yeah. It's a little different type, but good. I can hand you this one back. John, 16. All right, so you tell me what happened, Mr. Morris. So you hired them to do cement work and put a slab at the end of the driveway.
Yes, sir.
Where's Emmett again?
It's in Brownstown.
I know, what street? I mean, by what streets?
It's north of Sibley, east of Telegraph. Right by elementary school.
Okay, so what happened?
So I made it very clear what the end game was for the slab portion that the structure was going to be placed on top. I'm not a contractor, So I had them go ahead with the permit with Brownstown Building Department. So through the time, it was very clear that
What did you want a slab at the end for?
that is going to be the foundation of the structure that's going to be placed on top.
What kind of structure?
It's gonna be a metal garage shed. I have the dynamics in paperwork as well. So
So this is at the end of a cement driveway?
yes, this
How close was this going to be to the street?
the length of the driveway itself, which is 9 feet, about 6 feet,
67 feet.
67 feet. I apologize.
Can I answer the question? I'm trying to visualize this. Is there a picture in here somewhere?
Not in my paperwork.
That's a picture on my Instagram.
I see.
There is a picture.
So there's no public sidewalk there on Emmett,
No.
right? And where did you want it in, was it going to be, see this car? Can you see that car in the picture here or not? I know, but that car, can you see the car?
Yes, Your Honor.
Was the slab going to be behind the car?
No, it's gonna be in front of the car, next to the residence. It's supposed to be like a garage structure next to my home.
I see.
To the driveways lead to the structure, the slab from the roadway.
So what happened?
So I contacted the steel company who's gonna come and put the structure on top, and I said you can go ahead with the permit to erect the structure on it.
You said that to who?
It's American Edge Steel. That's who the company that's gonna put the structure on it.
Okay.
Gave them a go ahead that everything is done, the cement was. They contacted me a few months later, stating that Brownstown reached out to them and they denied the permit. So I asked the reason why the permit was denied. They said there wasn't a proper footing around and the perimeter of the slab. So a structure cannot be put up top. So, and then I contacted Ruben and
Not a proper footing around
the slab.
the slab?
Yes.
Okay, so they denied the permit.
Yes.
Did you know he was gonna put in this structure?
He present, like you said, a metal shed. Doesn't require no.
Wait,
He asked for a metal shed that is right there on the exhibit. The instructions of the company does not include any footing. It only says concrete slab. There is a exhibit there with the proposed that is the exhibit, right?
okay, sir, I wanna make sure I'm understanding everything that you say, okay? When he contracted with your company, did you know he was going to put a structure out there?
He give a drawing.
Say that, hold on, wait. I'm having a hard time understanding you. So, go ahead, but nice and loud and slow,
Exhibit 5
okay?
shows a metal shed supplied by Mr. Morrow.
He gave that to you when he was contracted, right?
Yeah, that is a metal shed. The drawing supplied by him doesn't indicate anything at all. It says concrete slab. The drawing that was presented to him and approved shows concrete slab. The permit submitted to the city and approved by the city is concrete slab.
Did you guys did you acquire a permit that allowed him to put up a shed?
I submit to me the drawings. And that's what he approved. And that's what it was done.
Okay. I want to slow down. I want to ask the question again. Did you acquire a permit that allowed him to put up this shed? Yes or no?
The permit was pulled for a concrete slab that doesn't require no footing. There is a.
Say that, repeat that.
The concrete, the permit that was pulled was according to the drawing, and the drawing showed there is no footage there. and was submitted to the city kept still
You
instruction.
know what I'd like to do? I don't mean to interrupt you. I want to get whoever it is at the township that denied the permit. And I'd like you to bring in whoever it was that you were contracting with to put in the structure. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I'm what is it?
Yes, sir.
So I'm gonna want, what building inspector were you dealing with?
There is no permit that
And emails in regards to have Andy go there.
Andy who?
Go there.
Okay. I want you to contact him and you probably should subpoena him. And I want you also, one of you guys, to subpoena American, whatever it was. Whoever was going to put the structure in, you gave me their name. I'm sorry? Subpoena them too. I feel like I need to know more about this. Okay?
Your Honor, I'm not too familiar with civil proceedings. So when it comes to subpoenaing the people that you want, I can do that on my own accord. Just tell them to come in.
Well, that is not a court order. Jennifer, you're going to explain this to them. They're going to prepare an order to appear. And you're going to have to tell us the name and address of the people. And if you have their phone number, that's perfect. Then you can hire the process server to go out and serve this, okay? Then we'll make sure that we have everybody. So we're going to adjourn this. I'm going to give you enough time. Adjourn. So township official, and I'm talking about the building official involved, and individual who was to put in structure. How bad would it be to put in footings now? I'm just asking a stupid question. How hard would that be?
That's a good question. I tried to contact him because he didn't directly with Ron Torres. It was a friend that make a favor to pull the permit. And he dealt with Mr. Ruben Torres all day long. Once he sent me the notice that it was a problem, if you look at the exhibit number.
Okay, I'm just asking that question.
That's what the question is about. It's very clear. This is Mr. Fabio. What's the problem with Mr. Ruben Torres? Did he finish the work?
Sir.
Please call.
Okay, let's do this. You subpoena the person who was to put in the structure or the principal, whoever you were dealing with from that contract, from that outfit, and you subpoena the building official. Sir, what language do you speak?
Spanish. Now, I tried.
Hang on. I'm not going to go on this, but I think I need a Spanish interpreter. I really do, because you do fine, but you speak with broken English. And I want to make sure that I have every word just to understand. Okay, so I'm not trying to insult you in any way. I'm going to get a Spanish interpreter here. Okay, just to help me to make sure that I'm not missing any words. Okay, is that fair?
Right.
So that's what we're going to do, Jennifer.
Could I present to you now?
Not yet. We're just going to adjourn this. I'm not going to change my mind at this point. Jennifer, I want you to take all these. He brought me some pictures. I want all their stuff copied off and the originals given back to them. Okay, I'm going to have John bring this down. But give me a date in about a month.
June 15th.
We're going to adjourn it to June 15th. That'll give you plenty of time. Mr. Mara is going to get the subpoenas. You're going to
Yes,
give
Your
him the subpoenas and you're going to fill them out, but then I'm going to sign them. Okay?
Your
Or
Honor,
the
we can,
clerk.
if it's subpoenas for appearances, we can sign them
I
as
know.
clerks. You
I
don't
know
have,
that.
yeah.
I
Okay.
know that, but it maybe they'll take it a little more serious if the judge is signing. I'm not worried about the Brownstown official.
You want
I'm
us
worried about
got
the
it.
other person putting in the structure. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. All right?
If the company is out of state in Ohio, is via Zoom acceptable?
Oh my God, they're out of Ohio.
I believe they're based out of Ohio. I'm not sure what the representative that I spoke to is located or who tried to get in the permits.
Did you deal with somebody in state?
No, it was all via phone. I'm not sure what they were based off of.
Technically, I can't really issue subpoenas. Well, let me think about it. Did you enjoy a decent relationship with them? Maybe they'll just show up voluntarily. The Brownstown official, I would subpoena.
Absolutely.
The other ones, see if you can't get them to come up, and I'll be glad to let them appear by Zoom.
That's acceptable.
I'll let them appear by Zoom. And Jennifer, I need you to flip through all of this and make sure that we get back everything to the other side, okay? What? Yes, sir. And I need a Spanish interpreter. Yes, sir.
I would like to answer the question that you asked. Can the footage be fixed?
Yeah, tell me.
So we're gonna investigate and we go to the city, talk to the inspectors.
That's why I want to get everybody here.
If he has any solution.
That's what I want you to do. There's nothing wrong with you talking to him now and saying, what solutions can we come up with? You
That's
two,
answer the phone.
Mr. Mara, maybe you guys can work this out. Call the city, the township, tell them what I'm saying, see if you can't figure something out.
Ruben did come up with a solution, but gave me an estimate of $7,100 to correct it.
Jeez. And how much did you pay him? You paid him 10?
I paid him $10,000 flat.
Oh my gosh. Let's get everybody here. If you guys can figure something out, God bless you. I'm good with it.
Absolutely.
Talk to them, okay? And I'll see you back here June 15th. Go down the hall first, get your notices. You can
If we
get,
don't get an agreement, we'll be here on the June 15th.
right. And either way, you have to let us know if you do settle it with a dismissal order, okay? Jennifer, call Ms. Villarreal and tell her that I would like her to do this if she can, if you're capable, if you're able to call her direct. I don't know how those
Yes,
companies are
I will
working.
reach out to her. If not, I
Thank
have
you.
her email.
Thank you. We're all set. Go down the hall. Vega, Marquise Vega. Did he come here and show up? Samson Alohi?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good morning. Your name?
No, sir. Sounds.
Okay. You understand good English, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And who is Sukrai Singh? Your name?
Sukrasi.
And what is your name?
Sukpa. I'm his partner.
Well, he's just, who owns Michigan Truck Driving School?
3 partners, so one is not cooperating. So
I'm sorry?
we were 3 partners, so 2 are here. So he's
All right, let me see this. Let me just figure this out, okay? So you're suing both of those entities, right?
yes, sir.
So you're getting sued individually, Mr. Singh. You know that.
I just know now. I don't know.
You got to keep your voice up for me.
We are running the Michigan Rocket Driving School. The school has been shut down like a couple of months now. We are not operating any more business, and we are 3 partners.
This isn't something I saw on TV, is it?
No,
Well, okay. You know you're being sued individually, right?
I just know now.
Okay. And then you have to tell me your name again, Mr.
Oh, SUKHPA.
Hang on, slow down. Say that again.
UKH
H
SUKHPAL.
Sukhpal. And that's your
First name.
first name. Is your last name Singh too?
Yes.
And are you two related?
Yes.
What is your relations?
Brother-in-law. Brother-in-law.
How can he be? Okay, I know. Brother-in-law? So you guys have the same last name, even though you're brother-in-law?
Yes, same.
Okay. All right. So I need to advise everybody here, you have the right to have the case removed to the General Civil Division. Anybody can do that. If you proceed in the Small Claims Division, you are giving up certain rights. Each one of you are giving up the right to hire a lawyer. Each one of you are giving up the right to demand a trial by jury. Each one of you are giving up the right to appeal my decision, no matter how good or bad you think it is. And to the extent that you are entitled to a plaintiff, you're giving up the right to seek an excess of $7,000. If if you're going to stay in the small claims division, you would have to waive those rights. If you want to have the case removed to the general civil division, I'll still be the judge presiding in the case, but you can hire a lawyer, you can demand a trial by jury, you can seek in excess of $7,000, and you could appeal my decision. Okay, so you could have a jury trial, you could hire a lawyer, you could appeal my decision, and if you're gonna, that's if you remove the case. Do you understand that,
Yes.
Mr. Singh?
Yes.
And do you understand that, Mr. Sukhbal Singh?
Yes.
And do you understand that, Mr. Alohi?
Yes, sir.
Do you wish to give up those rights and proceed here? Okay. If you waive those rights, we're going to have the hearing now. If you tell me, Judge, I don't want to waive those rights. I want to have a trial by jury, or I want a lawyer, or I want to be able to appeal your decision, then just tell me and I'll remove the case to the general civil division. In which case you can hire a lawyer, have a jury trial, and appeal my decision. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
What do you want to do?
I want to wait.
I can't hear you.
I want to wait.
You want to,
I don't want to remove it.
okay, so you want to waive the rights?
No, I don't want
Okay, slow down. Slow down. Do you want to waive those rights or do you want to go to the general civil division?
No, I don't want to go to. I want to leave.
You want to waive those rights? Take your hand away from your mouth. If you waive those rights, I'm going to hear the case here. If you, right now, if
I want the case right.
you want to waive those rights then?
Yes, sir.
How about you, Mr. Singh? And I'm talking about you, Mr. Sukrai Singh. Do you want to waive those rights or do you want to have the case removed?
We don't do here.
What's that?
You can do here.
You waive those rights?
Yes.
And on behalf of the company, do you also waive those rights, Mr. Sukrai Singh?
Yes.
Do you also waive those rights on behalf of the company, Mr. Sukbal Singh?
Can I just know the clarification? What was the waiving? Like, he's blaming on $4,000 one.
Okay, you guys, I want to make sure everybody understands.
Yes.
Okay? I want to answer your question, but you keep your voice up nice and loud for me and slow down. So what is your question? Nice and loud and slow.
All right. My question is, we can move to our attorney, so we can hire attorney when we want to proceed.
Okay, you got to keep your voice up. Hi, I'm getting old
Yes.
and I can't hear everything.
Okay,
And
so-
now you guys got a little bit of broken English, which is fine, but it makes it harder for me to understand. Voice nice and loud and slow. Do you want to have the case removed to the general civil division and hire a lawyer?
Yes.
All right, they have that right. But you have to hire a lawyer on behalf of the company. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
So they have the right to have the case removed. And you understand what I'm saying, right?
Yes.
All right, so you have to hire a lawyer, though. You have to.
Yeah.
You don't have to, but you might want to, okay? I'll just make a note. Defendants want case removed. You also want it removed versus you? Either
Yeah.
way, you don't have a case, you don't have a choice. Is that what you want, Mr. Sukrai Singh?
Yes.
I'll make a note. Defendants want case to be removed. You're gonna fill out a demand for removal, okay? Demand for removal. And then you're going to have to answer the complaint. So you better go get your lawyer today. I think it's 14 days, right, Jennifer, I think? 14 days they have to answer the complaint. So you're gonna have to go hire a lawyer today so you don't miss that deadline. Fill out a demand for removal right down the hall right now.
Okay.
And then they have that right, so I'm gonna reschedule it and we'll set it for a pretrial. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand that?
Yes.
Do you understand that?
Yes. Yes.
All right, good enough. Have a good day. We'll see you back here. Thank you, gentlemen. Have a good day. Marquise Moses.
And this right here is the exact moment the judge realizes the case may be bigger than a simple bad concrete job. Notice what keeps happening. The homeowner says everyone knew a garage structure was going on top of the slab, while the contractor keeps pointing back to the permit drawings that only referenced a concrete slab with no footings. That distinction matters legally because permits define scope, responsibility, and code compliance. If the contractor only agreed to pour a slab based on approved drawings, that changes liability. But if they knowingly built a foundation intended for a structure without proper support requirements, that opens the door to negligence arguments. The judge doesn't rush a verdict, and that's actually smart courtroom management. Instead, he orders more witnesses, wants the township official involved, and even asks for the structure company to testify. That tells you he's trying to determine whether this was miscommunication, contractor oversight, permit confusion, or all three at once. And when the homeowner reveals he already paid $10,000 and then got hit with a $7,100 estimate just to fix the issue, you can feel the courtroom tension instantly spike. Overall, this hearing became a masterclass in why communication, permits, and legal paperwork matter long before anyone ends up in front of a judge. One missing detail in a contract or permit application can turn a straightforward project into a full-scale legal headache. Who do you think is responsible here, the homeowner, the contract, or the city permit process? Let us know in the comments below. And if you found this courtroom breakdown as intense as we did, make sure to like the video, share it with someone who loves real courtroom drama, and subscribe for more jaw-dropping legal breakdowns and courtroom commentary every week.